But first, a statewide assessment of the storm damage is underway. NBC15's Britni McDonald caught up with the governor in Iowa County as he toured the hardest hit areas.
After the storm passes and the dust settles, it's time to assess the damage. This farm, being one of the worst hit, brought in Governor Scott Walker, who will decide if a request for federal help is needed.
Farming's more than just a business. It's a way of life for a lot of farmers here and across the state. And to see something like this, they poured their life into, is just, it's really heart-wrenching.
It's heart-wrenching for Paul Welp. The farm in the town of Dodgeville's been his for over 30 years. Sunday, it was ripped apart.
Pieces of our buildings laying 3/4 or almost a mile away from here.
Governor Walker visited the Welps to check out the damage and says he wants to help get them back on their feet.
We ask each of them to follow up to make sure that their insurance adjusters don't just come out, but they get things taken care of. They get their homes back up and going.
While this kind of damage is unusual for the Welps.
Have you had this kind of damage in the past?
Never.
The state's emergency management director says it isn't unusual for the state, and they're prepared to take it on.
They are coping real well. The mutual aid systems are working real well. Capabilities, they have the capabilities to handle the disaster.
As does Paul Welp, who says community support is what will get them through.
Good friends, good neighbors, and a lot of good relatives, and they all pitched in, and we'll get her put back together. It's just part of life.
Governor Walker also assessed the storm damage in Fenimore today, and the families affected have already begun to rebuild. In the town of Dodgeville, Britni McDonald, NBC15 News.
Britni, thanks. Governor Walker says whether we get federal assistance depends on how many people are without homes or insurance to help them. He says there's a procedure in place they have to follow. For now, the assessment continues.